silver mines. There's a kind-hearted woman, she's looking so fine, always taking care of her community, bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
And welcome to this week's episode of About Town Deb City Talk, and I am your host, Debbie McCarthy. We are a proud production of FenixMedia.us. And thank you, Kristen, our engineer, who is behind the scenes making this all happen. So I'm excited about that. And I want to thank our sponsors. We have Kim Surratt with Surratt Law Practice, and we have Kirk Allure with Gratis Gifts. So thank you to both of them. And I want to thank, I'm just going to turn around here. I don't know whether, can you see my hair? There's a little fancy thing going on. Caliber Hair and Makeup Salon. Thank you, Trace and his team, for making sure I get to be the gal with the braids around town. And I also want to just thank, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for always tuning in and supporting us. So with all of that said, we are live on location today at Two Chicks. So if you are in Reno, actually, you know what? I was chatting with the Two Chicks. We're going to introduce them in a minute. And lately, they've been having a lot of people coming over from the Bay Area and the Sacramento and all of that. So Two Chicks are like, they're, I don't know. What do chicks do? Do they fly? They don't fly. Chicks don't fly. But anyway, people are flying in here like crazy because they have the best breakfast and they have the best omelets and sandwiches, and today is National Cheese Day. So I thought about, where are we going to go for National Cheese Day? To Two Chicks, and they're going to show us some cool things that they've created for us, and how do you pair wine and cheese and all that kind of stuff. So our topic is women, and these guys are entrepreneurs, moms, best friends. They've done it all. So we're going to hear how they managed to keep all this up, especially during this crazy time, which hopefully is about done. So we're going to talk about that. And then we are going to have a toast. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction right now. We have Jessie is over here. So we have Jessie and Haley. Come on, just pop up closer. Just take off your mask for a minute and give everybody a smile.
Hi, I'm Haley. Hi, everybody, I'm Jessie. Yellow chick, red chick.
Yes, they're amazing chicks. So they're going to be sharing all their insights and outs and stories about how they've accomplished becoming these amazing entrepreneurs with these restaurants. But before I go there, we always say a little bit about what I have done. Well, I have been a kind of a busy girl about town, and now my about town is extended into Carson City and also Douglas County. So on Fridays, we're still kind of tweaking it out and figuring out the time frames. But this Friday, I will be at I am going to be at Holiday Inn Express on Friday. Thursday. Oh my gosh. About Town Deb is about a lot of towns. So I get that's why I have Jazzy, Georgia, and I have Melissa to let me know where I need to be. So Thursday, we're going to be at the Holiday Inn Express. And then Friday morning, we are going to be a whole hour as a takeover for Good Day Carson with Cassandra. So get ready for that. And then Friday night, we are going to be on Good Evening Douglas. So you're going to hear all about what's happening in that area. And we're going to be at Carson Valley Inn. Whew, that's why I have all these people to tell me where I'm going to be, because I'm about town, my town, your town, any town. The other cool thing is I have discovered a new platform where you can find About Town Deb. It is called Clubhouse. Have you heard of Clubhouse out there? If you're on Clubhouse, go in the comments. If you're watching a replay, let us know. I am at About Town Deb on all my platforms. It can be pretty addictive, and I am trying to get up earlier, so it's crazy, but I was up late. So Melissa, it's her fault, because she goes, you need to be on Clubhouse. And then Sherry Fitzpatrick of Sherry's, the original Sherry, Buried in Chocolate, she invited me to be included in it. So now I'm all over that too. So you will find me everywhere. I am going to bring the girls back up, and we're just going to have them. We have like a little over 2 minutes, and I want them to give us a tease about, let me see. we're just going to go crazy. I'm going to have them, before you hear all about the restaurant, I'm going to have them tell about a story about something kind of slivery and slimy. So who wants to share the story? Come on, you guys come on, share this. This is something that you don't know. Go ahead.
Okay, a little fact that you don't know about us is that Jessie, my best friend and business partner, is terrified of snakes. And I love them. So one year at Earth Day, they had the reptile exhibit there, and somebody handed me a little red boa constrictor, and he was so cute. And I pulled him into the food truck. This is 8 years ago, probably. I pulled him into the food truck, and I go to show Jessie, and she's in the corner, like on the grill, like cowering and almost crying. And that's when I found out that
the business almost ended that day.
Jessie hates snakes.
She really understands. If it has too many legs or no legs, I don't want anything to do with it.
Exactly. So.
Well, that is a pretty good secret you just found out. But I think fair play.
Be nice out there, people.
Be nice. No, do not do that.
Don't punk me.
Do not punk her. We're not going to do that. You know, on City Talk, we like to just be real and like share something that you may not find out. So that's really cool that you shared a little secret there. Because the next segment, we're really going to talk about how they got started and a lot about being amazing women and best friends and partners. And how do you do this in a pandemic? And how do you keep the friendship like together? Because, you know, sometimes I can be a little, like I got Georgia and she kind of can get upset with me because I could be a little grumpy. I'm just telling it because she's like, oh my God, stop. So I totally understand. So we want to see how these two gals have made such a huge success in our community. We love Reno and we're so excited to have them here. And they're such amazing, good hearts and good spirits, and they give back. So we're going to take our first break. We want you to be sure to like all of our pages. So you want to go to Two Chicks and you want to like that. And they have another little secret. Well, it's not a secret, but for you, it might be a secret. They have something else besides it goes with cheese. So we're going to talk about that too. So it's About Town Deb. We'll be right back for our next segment. So stay tuned, hang tight. City Talk, About Town Deb. I have Jessie and Haley with Two Chicks. We'll be right back.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to the second segment of City Talk. I'm your host, Debbie McCarthy, About Town Deb. I keep like moving because that song. I'm glad that I was moving because we want to thank Dee Dee James. So go to ddjames.com. Dee Dee is the reason why we have a song. Because I was told, I needed a jingle, and within like 45 minutes, I called my buddy, and he had a jingle for me. And now, at some point, we're getting ready to produce it. He's going to produce it, and it'll be an official song. Nice. So I'm really excited because now I don't have YouTube and those people like popping up saying can't use, or do you have permission? So it's really nice. So Dee Dee, thank you so much for that. So now on this segment, we're going to get into these two gals, and I love the idea that we have like the red chick and the blonde chick right here. Yellow chick. Yeah. Yellow, red, yellow. There we go. So I'm going to like turn it over to these amazing gals, and they're going to tell us what inspired them first to even like be business partners. Like how, did they go to school together? I think I know a little bit about that. So I want to hear how it got started and a little bit about their story. And at some point before the show's over, we're going to have Jessie is going to get even, and she's going to tell a secret about Haley. So don't go too far. So if you know a secret, text them, tell us. So I'm going to give them the mic, and I want all of you women out there and young girls out there to know that anything is possible, and you could start at any young age. And these gals are a great role model. So come on up and share a little bit of your story. I'm just going to let them take the stage. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. There.
All right. Well, we got started. Well, first of all, we met a million years ago. 1999.
Yeah, 1999.
And Jessie was just an infant child.
I'm very young.
We were working together at a restaurant, and we worked together for several years. And then we tried to be grown-ups and get other jobs outside of the restaurant industry, and those were not fun.
You did that. I just, went to college forever and ever and ever and changed my major to this. And I'm like, well, I hate this. Let's do this. I hate that. Let's do this.
Yeah.
All while working in restaurants, running other people's restaurants. And then Haley was a graphic designer. The recession of 2008 happened. And she reached out and she's like, let's do our own thing. Why are we working for other people? So we wanted to do a grilled cheese restaurant, but nobody wanted to give us money. So with it being Reno, we all love and know Reno, and it's such an event town. There's always something, especially in the summer. There's, several events every day that you could go to. So we decided to get a food truck first. So we did a food truck, and that was probably the best decision that we did.
Yeah. Okay, I'm popping in on the food truck because these gals here, that is when I first heard about them, met them, because their food truck was all over, but they had a connection. Whose dad was it? Your dad?
Yeah.
A connection to St. Albert's. And at that time, I was a part of St. Albert's still. And I also used to bring my dad to the Squeeze in Midtown. And Angelo Terranova, shout out from McQueen.
He was my physics teacher.
Yeah. And so I'm just saying that the world is small, guys. So you never know who you're going to meet, who's going to affect you. And I'm telling you, shout out to you guys, because I was looking back at the date of the photo. So it was a Wednesday or Thursday, and my dad had passed on a Friday. So he was actually having breakfast in Midtown with Angelo and Angelo's mom, Rose, who is now up in heaven, but that's where he wanted to be. So I'm just saying that these gals have created memories. So continue. We got to keep it real. So continue on. Go ahead.
Reno natives here.
Yeah, that's a sweet story too.
We got a food truck and worked really, really, really hard. We were one of the first food trucks in the area, so we kind of had to rewrite the scene of how food trucks worked here. Went through city ordinances,
created Food Truck Fridays. So that was GourMelt. That was our first baby, GourMelt grilled cheese truck. And we had that for 4 years. And then Jessica Schneider in Midtown, who owns Junkie, kept saying, we need breakfast. We need breakfast. We need breakfast in Midtown. And so we said, you know what? We know breakfast.
Yeah, we grew up on breakfast.
Yeah, we worked in a breakfast restaurant for a long time. So we, in one day, said, we're going to open a breakfast restaurant. It's going to be called Two Chicks. We
One day while serving grilled cheese out of a truck.
Yes. During lunch service. It's going to be called Two Chicks. We had the menu and we wanted the Sticks location. We happened to drive the food truck through the Sticks location. Bernie Carter was standing there, the landlord. We had a meeting with him that afternoon, and it just all fell into place just like that. So the Two Chicks from GourMelt is how we came up with that name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Two Chicks, breakfast is very egg focused, so it all just kind of fell into place, and it was meant to be. So.
Okay. So I'm back again. We're trying to be safe here. So with all of this said, I know that being best friends and being entrepreneurs together and business owners, how many hours, number one, do you guys work? Because you have 2 locations of your Two Chicks and GourMelt. So between family time, how do you manage it? How do you stay sane? And who inspired you? So how do you stay sane? How many hours do you work and who inspired you? It's all yours.
I think we inspire each other. I think so too. To be honest, I don't think that there's a particular person that I look up to more than Jessie. And then family time, it's gotten easier now. When we were on the food truck, it was hard. We were working 80 hours a week. And we were working 12-hour days, and I don't even know. I can't remember.
Nights,
it was a blur.
Weekends, mornings, all of it. So. Yeah. Now, it's a lot managing the 3 different restaurants and, even when we're not here, like our minds are here, our phones are going off that we're here. I was telling Deb, I wake up at 4 a.m. and I instantly on emails, and usually I get woken up every night with some sort of text message from one of the staff or something. So, it's never ending, but I don't think we would change it for the world. So, and having the 2 of us, it's, especially right now when social time isn't allowed, it's amazing that I work with my best friend, so I still get, that social interaction. And
yeah, a lot of people were like, don't open a business with your best friend. That's never going to work. But I just couldn't do it with anybody else, really. Sure. And I'm real fortunate to work with my best friend every day.
I think especially right now, too, with the way of the world and how stressful it's been and like uncertain business has been, it's really been beautiful because like she'll be having a bad day and I can kind of lift her up or vice versa, usually it works out well to where we're like yin and yang and we're not like both deep depressed at the same time. So we balance each other out and pull each other back up. So it works really well.
Okay, I'm going to come back. So we have a little bit more time in the segment, and I know that you've talked about, how you got going and that. But how do you create what goes on the menu? Like, does one of you cook? Are you like, do you get in the kitchen ever? Like, do you wash dishes? Tell us about that. Because I have a feeling you guys are hands-on. So tell us how you manage that with your staff.
Yeah, so just today we came in, I did payroll, then, it was a little bit busy, so I was running food, Haley was hosting, we were bussing tables. We do all of it every day. Over the holidays, we did a lot of dishwashing. Yeah. And there are times that we still need to jump into the kitchen. I was just on the grill at GourMelt a couple weeks ago. So, we do it all. Yeah. Especially the new staff. It kind of surprises them. They're like, who are these chicks on the line right now? But we made the menu. We know how to cook the menu.
Yeah. So is there a menu item that either one of you said, we're going to have this, it's inspired by, it's in honor of, is there a certain item that is like your best item you would recommend?
The red chick.
Really? Oh, so what is that?
Well, the red chick was something that I made for us a lot for breakfast when we were creating.
So what is that?
For GourMelt. So the red chick is a skillet. So it's scrambled eggs, mushrooms, spinach, ham, and cream cheese over the sweet potato home fries. So that was just something I made all the time at home and for us. And then it came on the menu. But everything on the menu is, from our hearts. We wouldn't put something on the menu. When people ask what's your favorite thing on the menu, I'm like, well, we made the menu. So it's really hard to pick, but depends on the mood, for sure.
Okay, so what is your favorite, Miss Jessie?
Today.
What's your today? If we were to come in tomorrow, if you come in tomorrow, what would you say we should try?
Gosh, well, we just ate chicken fried steak, and that was really delicious.
Hand battered, homemade chicken fried steak, homemade gravy,
sausage gravy.
So you said home, and so before we want to make sure you guys support. This is a big deal. You support. I don't know how many local vendors, whether it's cheese or probably the meat or the alcohol. So give a shout out to a lot of the local. I know you have local coffee. So let's do that first because we can do this. So. Here's
Woodfire, he was one of our first local vendors. Where we used to wash the truck every day, he was in the same spot. That's where his shop is. So we talked to him and we were like, hey, we're opening breakfast. We want our own blend. So he made the Two Chicks coffee. Blend. You can only get it here.
Okay, what is this? I love, is this pickles?
Those are jalapenos. We have the jalapenos and the beans from Nevada Brining Company. Those are garnishes for our Bloody Marys.
Love that.
We have Tahoe Blue vodka.
We're going to show this Tahoe Blue.
Which is
Tahoe
our
Blue.
favorite.
One of my, actually, it's my favorite.
So smooth. Yeah.
We love Tahoe Blue.
Cheeto's got nothing
All
on
of our bread is local, so we get.
So who's the bread from?
Great Basin Brewing Company does their icky wheat, and then from Truckee Sourdough we get the apple cinnamon sourdough, white rye, mush muffins. Everything else that we do is from them.
And dairy wise,
we use Sandhill
Dairy, because that's a big deal because you're like exceptional. Yeah. So we want to promote local. So it's time for a break again. So when we come back, we're going to dig in and take some bites and see what kind of snazzy recipes and talk a little bit about what we would pair a wine with. So stay tuned. City Talk, it's About Town Deb. It's good.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets, and they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media, the future of broadcasting. Listen live at phoenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to the third segment of City Talk. City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, your host, Debbie McCarthy. I am so excited to be at Two Chicks in Reno, Nevada. This is their South Virginia location. I love their Midtown. In the Sticks location was their first one for Two Chicks, and that's where I always went. But I'm telling you, this one has a really cool feel. It's open, plenty of room for the social distancing, same amazing food. So we're here with Jessie and Haley. We're so excited to be here. We talked a little bit about them as entrepreneurs, as best friends. And now we're getting a little hungry, and we want to share a little bit about what goes with what. And since this is National Cheese Day, and that's who I thought of first, and I don't know why I thought of, because probably the GourMelt, the grilled cheese was like, I love their grilled cheese. And I did a little research, and I'm a brie cheese girl, and we're going to ask these gals what mine is brie cheese, and I didn't know that champagne or would it be what's another name? Chardonnay. But what's another name if it's not officially champagne? It's
just sparkling.
Yeah. So that is what brie goes with. And then I'm going to have him hand me the bottle of wine behind there. So, okay, let's see if I can get this right. If not, I know they're going to rescue me. Manchego.
Really close.
Manchego. I love Manchego. Whatever it is, it's a man and he's good. So I like it. So we're just going to, anyway, this is my new wine, About Town Deb. I partnered with Crystal Basin Cellars. It's a red blend and it is incredibly amazing. And I have to say today, officially, my first sale through Reno Wine Distributor, first case was sold through a distributor at Dorinda's Chocolate.
Oh, congratulations.
So you will be able to get this wine at Dorinda's, a bottle of this at Dorinda's. And I know she does gift baskets, so that's a really cool thing. And there's many more in the works. So I'm so excited and honored to be able to have a little bit of it. And $1, when you order this online at crystalbasin.com, $1 of every bottle will go to Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation between now and February 19th, and the William N. Pennington Foundation is going to double the donations. Awesome. My goal was $5,000. I'm at $4,000 right now.
Wow.
Not from the wine, from all the different donations and our Together When One Mask, all of those. I thought that, we couldn't have the event we had last year. So if everybody does a little bit, whether it's a raffle, whether it's a bake sale, whatever you can do, it adds up. So we are at $4,000. My goal is $5,000. So $1 from every bottle, if you go to crystalbasin.com, will go to them up until then. So that is my exciting news. But now I want to hear, what is your favorite cheese and what would you pair with it? Let's start with that. And then we're going to show us some food that is amazing. And let's try. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite cheese?
I love all the stinky cheeses.
Oh, yeah.
Blue cheese, goat cheese. Oh man, I'm just thinking of all the Roqueforts, all the stinky ones are my favorite.
But what would you pair with it?
Either way with it. I think like a champagne would be amazing if you're doing it light with like honey and crackers, or a steak with cheese on it would obviously be your red blend.
Yep.
I would say, okay, if I'm going to do blue cheese, I have to say I was at the, we were in Placerville area. We went to Pour Reds, and Chef Dean literally made us this huge steak. And on the huge steak, he took butter and he put blue cheese and he did something together with it and he melted it on it. And I didn't even know it was blue cheese. So I have to say he pulled a fast one.
Yeah,
on me.
that's how I was introduced to blue cheese.
Is that how? Oh.
I didn't like it before then, but once you have it on steak, it's over.
Yes.
It's just salty.
Yeah, it's salty.
Delicious.
Oh gosh, these women in blue cheese. And I know that people they put blue cheese in olives with martinis, but I like mine with a regular olive. So what is your favorite? Did you give us your favorite?
I like aged cheddar, like a white cheddar, like, you know, the Dubliner.
Sharp? Is it more
Cherry
sharp?
Gold. Yeah, sharp.
So what wine would you have with that?
You know, still probably like the Sauvignon Blanc or something like that.
Okay. Now I know we've talked about wine, we've talked about cheese, but you know, when you're having breakfast, you know what goes really good in the morning is a Bloody Mary. I don't know which girl wants to shake it up, but we're going to be making a Bloody Mary, and they're going to tell us which one of their sandwiches goes with a Bloody Mary. So who wants to shake it up?
Well, I'll mix a Bloody Mary.
Okay. And show us what vodka we're going to use.
We're going to use Tahoe Blue because that's the best.
Hey.
So just, pour some vodka, put some Tahoe Blue in there, and then this is the Two Chicks secret Bloody Mary.
Okay, you said secret. Can we have like a little bit of a secret? Is there tomato juice? Is it clamato juice?
Of course there's tomato juice.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
And secret with spices.
Okay, secret spices. I've actually had it. So while you're doing that, Jessie, tell us what different varieties of the Bloody Marys we can have.
Yes, we have our house, which is what Haley just made. That's just our mix with whatever vodka you prefer. We hope that you do Tahoe Blue. You can do a Hawaiian, which has a splash of pineapple juice in it.
I like the Hawaiian.
It's really good. And then there's our kimchi, which is definitely one of our most popular. It's kimchi mixed up with sriracha, so that's like a spicy, tangy Bloody Mary. And then we just came out this season with a Chipotle Bloody Mary, which is really good. Smoky, spicy, that's really good. And that has one of those delicious jalapenos from Nevada Brine.
Okay, well let's show us. So which one is this?
So this is just the Two Chicks Bloody Mary, you know, our most popular.
Show it up there. Let's get a photo.
Yep. So just like I said, Tahoe Blue and our Two Chicks Bloody Mary mix. We've won several awards.
Ooh, and what kind of awards? Where did you win them? And what would we have with that of your amazing food here?
We won Reno News and Review Best
Bloody
Mary.
All right.
Years. Yeah, so this is one of our
Let's
most
go up
famous
close
grilled
so we
cheeses.
can
So
see
this
that.
is our Ultimelt. It's got a nice, try not to spill it here.
Like
Parmesan crust on it. So 4 different cheeses, garlic Parmesan on the sourdough bread. This is definitely a sandwich that can hold up to a Bloody Mary. So.
Well, I'm going to take a bite of that because there's enough for all of us. You guys could take a bite, and then I think I need a sip of the Bloody Mary.
Yes, I think you do.
Okay, hold on. I got to figure out how to get into this because it's pretty big and crunchy. It is so good. Can we dip it in the Bloody Mary?
Sure. I think you should.
I'd like to dip it with
Who needs tomato soup when you have a Bloody Mary?
Okay. Oh, should I really dip it?
Yeah.
So we're going to dip it.
Why wouldn't you?
We're going to dip it. Here we go. I'm dipping. Here we go.
That's going to be good.
That is going to be good.
Okay, this, my friends, is a must for a morning.
Absolutely.
Whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's delicious. So they can't have it because I'm going to have a sip.
Yeah, you have it.
We also have our GourMelt
my
Benedict, which is that sandwich as a base.
Oh my
The name's
gosh.
Benedict, so it has the hollandaise if you're feeling more brunchy. But
You
still
guys
want
have to
cheese.
dip it. You have to try this and you need to dip it. I'm all about being creative. So what else do we have back there? Let's pick another item. And what wine or what would you do with?
So right here we have a sweet and tangy. So that's Chev cheese, which is goat cheese, a soft, creamy goat cheese with green apples and honey on white bread. And with this one, that's what I'm talking about. Right
What
here.
is that one?
We'll go with some champagne.
Okay, now you need to try that.
I have to try this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, gladly.
And I'll have a little bit of it, the other half of it, because I have some champagne over here.
It's a party over here. at
It's
Two
a party.
Chicks.
I mean,
it's so good, guys. Seriously. Okay, I'm ready for that one. Okay, you guys can share that. But is there a piece over here? I'm gonna try this one. Okay, so what was this one again?
Sweet and tangy.
So I'm gonna break it. So in case the crew here wants to have, I don't want to hog it all. So we're gonna do this.
Nice of me.
Oh my gosh, is there? Wait, what else is in here? Is there like honey in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I love honey.
Mm-hmm.
Honey is really good. Here we go. I'm glad I didn't have lunch today because this, oh my gosh.
I will always feed you. Don't come
You
here
guys,
full.
this is the perfect pairing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So tell us one more time. I need to remember what this is.
So Chev, which is
sweet and tangy.
What's it called though?
The sweet and tangy.
The sweet and tangy.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have the bubbles here?
Yeah, of course.
So
we have mimosas.
we're actually at, okay, this is a restaurant that has a bar. Kind of, like you got it all. And we have local,
yeah.
oh my, you guys, I think this might be my Deb's pick. Sorry.
You can't have brunch without
I really
a bar.
like this. This is good.
It's
So
really good.
what's the
tried
next
this
one?
yet.
Okay. Go on.
So this is the bumble brie. So this is on an apple cinnamon bread, brie cheese, green apples, sliced ham, and a little touch of honey.
That's going to go really good with your champagne also.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go again. Okay. I'm going to save that for them.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I can just eat all day here.
You can.
Okay, here we go.
And drink all day.
That's the goal.
Oh my, this is hard to pick my pick. You know what though? I love avocado. So what else is in this one? I think I saw avocado in
No,
there.
that's
No, it's not.
apple.
It's apple. Okay. So it's apple, ham.
Brie,
Brie.
your favorite. And
Honey.
apple cinnamon bread.
Oh, and who's the bread from?
Turkey sourdough.
Okay, guys, think about this. Everything you get here, you're supporting not just one local, you're supporting all the local places here. So I got to tell you guys, this is amazing. Do we, okay, I think, we have one more back there? No, we're good. So when we come back, it's time for break again. We're going to find out a little bit more about these gals, and we're just going to kind of have some fun now that we're enjoying all this cool stuff. So stay tuned. It's About Town Deb with City Talk. Be sure to like our pages and be sure to chime in. If you're watching the replay, share with us your favorite wine with your favorite cheese. Right back.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media, the future of broadcasting. Explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now back to the show.
It's About Town Deb, and we are at Two Chicks in Reno, Nevada. And this is at their newest location in South Reno. I am happy to be here with Jessie and Haley, and I'm telling you, their food and their drinks and the fact that they are all local, how cool is that? And everything they make on their menu is made from their heart. And they wouldn't create a recipe or create a dish without it meaning something to them. And that's even more, it's totally amazing that we have amazing women in our community that give back as well. So we've talked about a little bit about wine. We've talked about women entrepreneurship. We've talked about local, all that kind of stuff. And I know I got to give one more shout out. So Grandma B and Aunt Glenda, I know that you're listening, and I want to thank you so much for your support and for your love and for being a part of my life. So we always do, like with Carol Burnett, she does this. I just go and say, I love you, Grandma B and Aunt Glenda. So I will always mention you guys. And I also want to thank Grandma B for the gift of Nana and Papa. So thank you for that. Anyway, so I just kind of like, we're still kind of, I should have been eating all this while we were gone. It's so good, but we're going to change it up a little bit. And we're going to talk a little bit about, it's the community, it's different fun things. And they don't even know what I'm going to ask them because we're just going to kind of go for it. So this is easy. This is easy for you because, we've all been hunkered in. What event are you missing the most right now? Because we want people to come back. So when it's time to come back here and the events open up, we need you. I know there's the balloon races, Hot August nights, there's the spaghetti stomp that I do with the El Dorado. So what are some of your favorite events that you can't wait to just jump back into?
The balloon races, like ever since I was a kid, was really one of my favorites. Like I'm a morning person, so I really love that. So, and my daughter's 3 this year, so I think that'll be really fun for her. She'll like actually get it instead of me just waking her up really early. And she's like, what are we doing? So that I'm really looking forward to. And then just all the farmers markets, which I know they're still doing those as much as they can. But
yeah. I'm really missing Art Town and all the, concerts and outdoor stuff that they do in Art Town. I really love that. And just walking around and actually being next to people. I know that some people are like not really looking forward to being close to people anymore, but I am.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Take me to a concert.
I know. I would say what I'm missing, I really love the rib cook-off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love ribs. I love being at the El Dorado for the Italian festival because I love being under the tent and they've got the music and the bands and I get to stomp on grapes. I mean, like I want to just stomp right now. It's going to be even more now that I have my own wine label. So I really miss that, the whole area downtown where we all gathered. I mean, everybody would gather down there for all the events. I'm not a motorcycle girl, but I do like them. You can watch some motorcycle guys. I don't know. That could be
Who
fun.
doesn't miss the motorcycle
Who doesn't miss that in the room or run, whatever. Room, I don't know what it's called. But I just love our community. I really feel like Reno has, and also we got to give a shout to Sparks. Oh my gosh, there's something else we missed. So Jazzy, George, and I were really blessed. We were able to go be a part of the new concert venue in Victorian Square. Mm-hmm. So were you able to go watch any concerts?
No.
So Jazzy, Georgia, what was our first concert? Was it Blake? Toby Keith. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that was one, and I was able to do a little bit of marketing for them. So we got to go actually and be on the streets and interview the restaurants and interview the people. It was incredible. And we got to go to a few of the concerts down there, and it was so nice to be able to go to a local concert and see so many people that you knew.
Yeah.
And it was providing business for all the restaurants that were there that had been struggling. And then boom, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm really excited. I really, really, really I miss the people. I miss the concerts. So for me, I do love the concerts. I do love, the Italian festival. The balloon races. Talk about the memories. I mean, when was the first time you were at a balloon race? Do you remember? Like when you?
Yeah, because I grew up right in that area. So the school would do field trips, and we would go. We would just walk up there and.
Well, I know that with my boys, I remember them being in kindergarten. Actually, they're probably the same. Can we ask you how old you were?
34.
34. So my oldest, Josh, will be 32. And I remember that we would go over to our friend's house, and they lived right in, Rancho San Rafael. So their backyard was right up against the races. Yeah. So we would all go there as a family, and we would all get up early. We'd all be in our PJs, and the kids would get to watch the balloons. And the memories that you remember, and my mom and dad even got to go to a few of them. So the balloon races definitely, I think, as a family event for our community, have really created so many memories. And I know that now going, as I've been older in the media, I've actually been in the balloons. Have you been in a balloon?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, you guys
I'm really jealous right
I
now.
know. It was so excited. I got to be in a balloon, and I was, hey, it's About Town Deb, and then go with the fire, a little scary. And one time I got too close with my phone as I was doing the media, and my phone went dead. I'm like, I didn't know that would happen. It was so hot that my phone actually just turned off because it was too hot. So I've learned when you cover the balloon races, you do not want your phone to get too hot, because that wasn't good. So that, I would say, actually, so the balloon races might be something that we're all kind of missing. And hopefully, I'm having a feeling we might get the balloon races. I don't know. Do we get a yes or no or maybe?
Well, we're still hoping. Air races.
Oh, we just booked the air races?
Yes.
Oh, oh my gosh, air races are good too. Oh.
That's the week after.
Yeah,
So that's good.
Hope.
There's hope. There is always hope. So I'm really excited about that. So that was one thing. There is hope, yeah. And because of all this, the pandemic stuff, and I know I don't want to talk about it because I really feel like our community is ready to jump into the future with happiness and kindness and being together with one heart. So what was the hardest part for you guys in pivoting? I mean, I know we've had a lot of fun stuff we're talking about, and we have at least 5 minutes. But you guys had to really pivot, and I know that, and I've watched it. So what can you tell to our listeners out there? Don't give up. Like, how did you make it through that? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the first thing is that Mother's Day was shut down. And that was, or it just opened up, right back up before Mother's Day, but nobody was ready for that. So we pivoted by offering these take and bakes and gifts for mom, so they could just grab that, make mom brunch. Yeah, we paired with different local, dads don't always do the best at planning, so we tried to make it easy on them. We had chocolates, we had face masks, and we had flowers all from different local businesses, and then paired with all of our food just to try to make Mother's Day special for all the moms. And it ended up being a huge hit. It was a rough year for sure. Yeah, as far as pivoting and managing all of this. Like the way we run our businesses, we really try to just be a family with our whole staff and everything. So not being able to have any team bonding things or any holiday parties with the whole staff has really been challenging. We don't even sit together at the end of a hard day anymore. We're all spread out, distance and trying to be safe. So that's hard. We're definitely looking forward to getting back into the hustle and bustle and the family gatherings and celebrations and all of that.
That makes me sad but happy. I'm also excited because I really do feel like I did get a sense today that there was hope. I feel like people are ready to embrace the future and ready to walk side by side. And so my mass Together We're One Heart means even more to me now. And I know that in the beginning of the year, when I was trying to find a campaign or something that I could do, Together with One Heart just hit me. And I've noticed all year long, a lot of people's campaigns, the word together and heart have been used. So I really feel like our community, and I know your community that you're listening to, that we are together. And as a community, as a state, as a country, we are going to rock this, and we're going to bring us all side by side, one day, one heartbeat at a time. And I want to make sure to give these gals a big thank you. And before we end our show, and they're going to give their website and how to get a hold of them. But next week, we are going to be hosting Kim Surratt, who is one of my sponsors, Safe Embrace. There's a lot of fun things, but there's a lot of stuff in communities that isn't so happy. But we want to cover all the little bit of everything. So tune in next week. We're going to hear about Safe Embrace and trafficking, which is not a fun topic, but we need to deal with it even though. So you gals, thank you. Tell us your websites and your locations and how we can find you.
Yeah, we have Two Chicks Reno. We have a Two Chicks location in Midtown on South Virginia and a Two Chicks location in South Reno on South Virginia. Somewhat confusing, but good for us because it is the main artery. Mm-hmm. And then we have GourMeltNV.com, which is the GourMelt location in Spanish Springs. We love Sparks just as much as we love Reno. Sparks has been awesome. So yeah, find us. Our handles are all GourMelt and Two Chicks, easy to find.
Well, I think that is what you guys need to do. And we need to support local. And also another shout out, there is also Reno, Love Local? Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been promoting Reno Loves Local. And go online and write a Reno love letter, Reno love letter. So showcase your restaurant, boutique, your manicurist, where you get your car fixed. And do a love, it's 3 sentences. Mm-hmm. I think it's 3 sentences, and you do the hashtag, tag them. And please, guys, it's a way that you don't even have to, if you're short on money, just give them a shout out on social media. Tell a neighbor, do something. But we want to support not just Reno, Sparks, Carson, and beyond. We want you to, wherever you're listening from, support your local community and know that we are here in Reno, Nevada, and we support you. It's About Town Deb with City Talk, and support all of us. It's About Town Deb, together we're one heart. And remember, you can get your Together We're One mask and wine. About Town Deb, City Talk. I want to thank Two Chicks. Thank you, Jessie and Haley. You're rock stars. And we'll do one more cheers. Grab something and let's do a cheers. We still have a few seconds. The Bloody Mary. So be sure to tag us. And also, if you're watching the replay, tell us your favorite flavor of Bloody Mary. If you've been to Two Chicks, if you want to come to Reno, you need us. We're here for you. We just can't say it enough. It's so important now more than ever to support local. I know I'm saying it over and over again, but support local. And together we're one heart. It's About Town Deb. Love y'all. See you next week.